Hey guys, it's Terry, and today I'm going to be answering the frequently asked question of how do you make your Sims look like that? So today we have my beautiful Sim JC with us. All of my Sims' names are randomized, but they kind of tend to fit them, so I just leave them. And she is one of my favorite Sims, so I'm going to be showing you today how I took her from looking like this to looking like this. So let's go back to the version of her with almost no custom content on. And honestly, let's just make her bald.
Oh my gosh! She's bald!
So, few things you're gonna notice right away. Those are not EA eyes, that's not an EA skin, those aren't EA eyebrows, okay? So, the skin I use is a default override skin, and then I layer a regular skin blend on top of it, okay? So, I use this one. It's the Amendoim Skin Blend by Simandy, and I use the default version. And then on top of it, I'll always go and I'll put one of these Twisted Cat skin blends because I love Twisted Cat. Okay, so Butterskin, mwah, beautiful. Doe Skin, mwah, beautiful. There's also this one from a different creator. It's called the Gaia Skin, mwah, beautiful. Not saying that the rest of the ones in my game are not beautiful. They just don't get used as frequently by me. I don't know what this one is. That one's also really cute. And then, yeah. So, that's where you're going to start. You're going to get that default override skin if you want it. And then you're going to get skin blends. Skin blends is the key to making your Sims not look like, you know, the classic EA face. So, we're just going to leave this one on, the glass skin, as we move into the next part, okay? So the next thing that's going to be really important to helping you make your Sims look a little different is going to be sliders and presets. So I have this facial asymmetry slider. I have one that you can oh, it's not there. I have one that you can make their chin super pointy or super wider, and then I have this one where you can pull their ears to give them that double chin effect. I have this one where you can pull on the side of their face to give them dimples or cheekbones. I also have one so you can bring the eyebrows closer together like this, because I love eyebrows really close together. And I will put links to all of those down below. I will also link to my Tumblr where I have a whole master list post of different body presets, eye presets, and all of that jazz that I use. But you will see here, I also have a bunch of eye presets from a whole bunch of different creators, especially Northern Siberia Winds is going to be a good go-to if you don't want to scour the internet for a bunch of different stuff. Northern Siberia Winds has it all. They've got the skin blends, the eyelashes, the presets, all the above. So definitely recommend checking them out if you don't really want to check out a bunch of different places. And then obviously nose presets as well. Same with the lips. So, and my eyebrows. I never use the EA eyebrows because they're very clay looking, and despite the fact that I use Maxis Match CC hairs, I prefer my eyebrows to look a little bit more, like they have individual hairs. So I use a lot of Praline Sims, and we'll scroll and you can see Twisted Cat, Peachy Fairy deleted everything after some controversy, but I found all of their CC on a Google Drive somewhere after digging through Reddit because I wanted one specific item that I had on an old computer 5 years ago. So, yes. And then Stretch Skeleton is also a really good one. And I have a bunch of other ones, but those are the ones that I mainly go to. And I believe that this icon is also the same creator, the Sketch Skeleton, but do not quote me on that. I think I'm actually wrong. But I have that all linked on my Tumblr. I'll put the basics in the description of this video, but if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty of the things I use, you're going to go to my Tumblr, okay? So after that, CC eyes, okay? So this version of the Sim, I just have her in some pretty Maxis Matchy eyes, but there's a lot of different kinds of eyes out there. I have so many in my game, as you can see. I have these ones that look pretty Maxis Matchy. I have these ones that are super realistic, and I have some that are kind of in between. It's kind of just up to your preference, and I literally sometimes will make a Sim and then make another Sim, and they're supposed to be in the same universe, quote unquote, or whatever, and they'll have different eye styles, and it's fine. I don't care because it's a game and I just want them to look pretty. And also the fact that I've tried to take some of the eyes out of my game and can't tell which ones are which, low-key. But It's fine. I think I have her in, she's got like pretty like yellow toned green eyes. I think we'll just go with like one of these ones. And then the next thing you're gonna need, eyelashes, okay? Eyelashes are the key, okay? Because let me put on her hair and then show you with and without eyelashes. Okay, let me just give her this hair. That works. This is right now with no eyelashes. She's beautiful, she's gorgeous. But let me put on some eyelashes. Wait for it. Oh, shoot. Not those ones. Oh my gosh, wait. Okay. Mwah, chef's kiss. Beautiful. Apparently, I lost the file for one of my Kajiko lashes. What? I don't know why. I don't know why it's gone. But we're gonna worry about that another day. I actually also just downloaded these ones from Northern Siberia Winds. Very beautiful. A little bit more Maxis matchy than something like... Let me take off her rings, then I can show you the Kajiko lashes that I always use. Something like this is my go-to. Kajiko, that's my baby right there. These eyelashes, that's my baby. These are the ones I always use. But Obscurus has some really good ones too, but they don't fit all eye shapes right. So you kind of have to like adjust the eye a little bit or just deal with the fact that it's not going to match up, which sometimes I just do the latter. Twisted Cat. We love Twisted Cat around here, okay? Twisted Cat also has, like, everything. Twisted Cat has makeup, clothes, hair, skin blends, eyelashes. I love Twisted Cat, okay? So if you really don't want to, like, scare the internet, I'm going to give you places, okay? Northern Siberia Winds, Twisted Cat. And I'm a sucker for Trillica and their clothes. So check out them if you want clothes and shoes, because they make fire ones. But yeah. And so then after that, all that's left is makeup, okay? So I don't really use eyeshadow on my Sims, but if I do, it's either like a super bold one for a Sim that has like a crazier, like more bold look, or something like super neutral. Just because I feel like, I don't know, I don't wear a lot of makeup in real life, and I feel like people who do wear a lot of makeup in real life, when they have eyeshadow, it's like, wow, that brings it all together like so perfectly. But for some reason in The Sims, I feel like that it makes them look cluttered sometimes if it's not like the look you're achieving. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a hater. But like something like this is what I'd usually go for. Or, I mean, if I'm making like a Sim with like a scene style or something, I would probably give them something like way more out there like this, like my Sim Lorelei. And then eyeliner, my holy grail with The Sims, okay? My favorite eyeliner, let me find it. Saffron eyeliner by Cryptic Sims. This, I have been loyal to this eyeliner since I first found it however long ago. I love it so much. I also really like the Slasher eyeliner by Green Llamas, and I like that it has a little smoky under eye version too. But for makeup, for all of your makeup needs, honestly, Cryptic Sim is going to be the way to go. I believe that they have a master post where you can download all of their stuff at once. And you can see that I have a lot of their stuff in my game. And their eyeliners are beautiful. Their eyeshadows, beautiful. They have like every kind of palette you could need. And then I obviously have a million blushes as well. But low-key, I've kind of not been using blush a lot lately on my Sims. And instead, I've been using just highlighter. Let me find the one that I've been using. When I do use blush, it's usually this one right here. I should have it linked on my Tumblr, so I'll just put that in the description. But I like that it's like, it gives them a little bit of a glow, if you can look at the forehead there, and the under eyes. And then it also has quite a few colors, which is nice. But sometimes it doesn't look the greatest on like darker skin tones, which is kind of my issue with a lot of blushes. And in general, though, I've kind of just opted for this highlighter or something similar because it has a bunch of colors and it kind of just gives them like a dewy, glowy look and adds some texture to their skin without being like an overpowering like pink on their cheeks or something. And then back to the Northern Siberia Winds with the lips. Some of my favorite lipsticks are Northern Siberia Winds and Cryptic Sims. I really like the latte lips and the green tea lips. I love how like these ones are a little overlined. They have like so many swatches. And then I really like how these ones are a little bit more subtle, but like still super cute. And then let me scroll all the way down. Hazel, this one by Cryptic Sim, also one of my like go-tos. It is so pretty, and I just love how the top lip is a little bit darker than the bottom. I think that's so cute. And then my favorite like gloss kind of lipstick is, if I can find it, it's Stockholm by Cryptic Sims, this one. I believe it came out around the same time. It's either in the same collection or came out at the same time, around the same time as the eyeliner. I don't think it's the same collection. I think it's just came out around the same time. I don't know, but it's beautiful and I love the colors, and you cannot pry it out of my cold dead hands. And then Celeste also. This one is very pretty and I love all the colors. I think this one is really nice and I use this on a lot of Sims. And also there's like a darker one like this one. I use these two colors a lot. And then also, you're probably going to want, for some of these lipsticks, you're probably going to want some lip liners. The ones I use are by PG Fairy, so they're kind of hard to find, but I'm sure you can find plenty of good ones out there. I have other ones in my game that are good. I just really like these ones in particular because they're in the face paint category, so I can adjust the opacity and the color of them. It's like, when I made my solid color challenge green sim, I like custom edited her lipstick to be the perfect shade of green, and then custom edited like her lip liner to be the same shade to match. And yeah, but I really like this one on the outside, and I just like go for like one of the darker ones, and then I like lower the opacity. Beautiful. Mwah, chef's kiss. But also in this category, I have this highlighter, if I can find it, from Ridgeport CC. I think they go by a different name now, or I don't know, but it's in Ridgeport CC's retired CC collection. It's this one, and I love how it like sits on the collarbones. You can make it kind of subtle. I think it's really pretty. So those are my faves, and that's basically like how I would answer the question of how I make my Sims look like this, because that's how we took her from what we saw at the beginning to this right here. And she does have some other skin details on, and I will run you through some of those, because honestly guys, skin details are where it's at, okay? So beyond just like in the skin details category, you're gonna have your skin blends, right? You're gonna have your eyelashes, but you're also gonna have things like middle-aged face mask, which not that one. This one like gives them wrinkles, and like some like cheekbone outlines like that. And then there's also this thing, this Fayish Face Light and Pores. I love this thing. I put it on so many of my Sims. It just gives them some more like detail. If you kind of look at her cheeks here, you can see it looks like she has like some pores, and I love that, and I think it looks so pretty. And then I'm also a big fan of freckles and moles. If I'm ever looking at a Sim and I'm like, I feel like they're a little boring, I'm like, let me slap some freckles or moles on there. And I feel like it just kind of really ties it together. These freckles, the Core Freckles by Glissari, are some of my favorites. There are a bunch of different colors, a bunch of different styles, and I feel like they're all just so cute. And I love that they go on the body as well. And then Twisted Cat and other creators, such as Miko, Northern Siberia Winds, they have things like eye shape kits or like face kits and stuff like that. So like with these, you can like obviously change the eye shape. It'll give them eye bags, change their eyelids, or something like this, a nose override will change the way their nose looks a little bit, or you know, just things like that. Like this one, miscellaneous details, it just changes random things. Like that one was a nose detail, that one was an eye detail, just stuff like that. And then I also have these dimples from Northern Siberia Winds. I do also have the ones from Praline Sims, but I think I slightly like the Northern Siberia ones more, just because I feel like they're a little less harsh. I feel like the Praline Sims ones have a little bit more shadow on them. Still beautiful though, still love them. And yeah, Miko CC, Praline Sims, Twisted Cat, for all your detail needs. I can't remember this creator's name, but I will link it below, and I do have it linked on my Tumblr for this acne detail. I love this one. I love using this like acne scarring on some of my Sims, especially like when I'm like doing like grow up with my Sim kind of things, because I love like the realism of like the little scarred, like acne scarred cheeks. I think it looks really cute. I love like the textured skin moment. I don't know, I just feel like things like that make your Sims so much more realistic. And then I also have this cellulite from Miko Sims, which you cannot see on my Sim. Let me delete her pants. There we go. And you can kind of see on her leg, she's got some cellulite there. And then I will go into my skin details like on the body section also. Same creator. This is all going to be from Miko Sims, I believe. There's these back rolls, which I love as somebody who has back rolls. I think that's so cute. It looks so cute on my Sims, okay? Then I also have these stretch marks, and in that same pack with the stretch marks are like some of these details that you could put on your older Sims. And like some birthmarks and some like wrinkle lines and stuff like that. And I just think these are all things that like make your Sims look so much more realistic and so cute. Oh, and you know what, Slider, I forgot to mention. Oh, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation of this, but it's like the esotropia and exotropia slider to make them like either cross-eyed or have their eyes like point outwards. So that one, if you pull in the inner corners of their eyes, you can pull them closer together or farther apart. I love this one. I think it's so cute. And then also in the accessories tab. So recently I made that video like girl with my vampire hunter sim, right? And she had a lazy eye because I found that CC and I'm like, oh my god, need it, put it in my game right now. I went and downloaded it. It is by Jari Sim CC. They have a bunch of different versions, 4 different versions per side, and it's for all ages, which is lovely. And I think it's so cute, and like just like details like this add realism to your game. So if you guys ever want me to do like those like CC haul videos of just like spinning my sim around showing you a hair or shirt or stuff, please let me know. I would happily do it because your girl loves the CC shop, okay? I really hope this video was helpful. If anything was unclear, just let me know in the comments and I will do my best to answer any questions you could have. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all. Bye. Mwah.